If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
Shyness is one of the personality traits that can ruin self-confidence if not treated. Many people who want to overcome shyness either don't have an idea about what to do, or either do the wrong things then find no results. This post probably explains it better. 4 ways to overcome shyness in 14 days. Moldies. The key to overcoming shyness is to get a good understanding of human behavior in general so that you know why certain personality disorders are developed. Once you get this type of understanding, getting over shyness will be an easy task. From a distance, shyness might appear like an odd behavior, but when examined closely, you will find that it's usually developed to protect the person from getting exposed to people who might affect his well-being. If, for example, a child felt that he is less worthy than others, thus developed feelings of inferiority, then there is a big chance that he will develop shyness in order to protect himself from getting close to people who might discover that he is really worthless. In the Solid Self-Confidence program, I said that people who fear exposing their true self to others because of thinking that there is something wrong with them usually develop shyness. If those people tried to overcome shyness itself without treating the underlying reason, then their efforts might yield no results. It's possible to overcome shyness by forcing yourself to talk to people, but even if you manage to do it, the underlying feelings of inferiority or self-doubt will continue to exist and will lead to the formation of another behavioral problem. For example, a shy person who managed to overcome his shyness without getting rid of an underlying inferiority might develop an superiority complex, which is another way to ease his inferiority feelings. Thus, to overcome shyness completely, you need to examine your past, your beliefs about yourself, and understand the reason your mind is using such a strategy to let you avoid people. In the case of shyness, your mind didn't want you to interact with people in order to protect your well-being. Thus, if you can come up with another strategy that can help you reach the same goal, then your subconscious mind will happily accept it. One of the possible reasons for shyness could be low self-esteem. It could also be because of an introverted nature, a bad experience in the past, lack of confidence, being overawed by the seniority of the authority or the pomp and grandeur of the occasion, etc. I would suggest you read my detailed answers on various aspects of shyness by clicking on the following link. Jacob Bobby's answer to how do you become confident if you are a very shy person. Eva done some reading into this over the last while, and honestly I'd encourage you to do the same, but we'll try and help with the main points. This acts like a seed for negative self-esteem. You get a distorted picture of the real you. Examples: Tia, you're a burden. Why didn't you die the day you were born? It's like thinking yourself a loser just because you can't speak Chinese but Chinese can. That doesn't mean you're any less smarter than them, does it? They're experienced in Chinese and you in your mother tongue. Here, what low self-esteem person does is he ignores his best features and start bitching about the features which is not in his hand. Example: maybe you're a good comedian, but if you are obsessed with your favorite star skin color, then you'll lose the game of life. So, focus on the positives. Take what has happened to you and process it so that you can see what caused such a reaction in someone you were pursuing. What can you do the next time when you like someone? Ask mentors and close friends to get some pointers and tips. Shyness is a characteristic trait. Many are born with a personality bent towards being shy, although people with low self-esteem can be shy as well. Having social anxiety can cause you to be withdrawn, or others may view you as extremely shy. Self-esteem is how you feel about your overall self. Someone who has unfavorable views about themselves is regularly playing negative tapes in their head. If someone says something positive about them, they immediately think that they are being lied to or that the other person is just being friendly. I think low self-esteem can cause shyness, but there are also other causes for shyness. Shyness is more like an outer state. It can be temporary or permanent. But it doesn't mean if you are shy that means you have low self-esteem. It definitely has a strong link. I also think that if you have low self-esteem, you will have much more than just shyness. There is a whole set of other internal conflicts that comes with it. Shyness is probably the most visible thing that can be seen on the outside for someone with low self-esteem. Self-hate, desperate for companionship, losing interest in life. These are just some of the things that happens to someone with low self-esteem. They want to build a relationship but don't know how because of their internal conflict. When I think of shyness, I think of someone that still has control over their emotions and their inner thoughts, but is afraid of speaking up during certain situations, maybe shy in front of giving a presentation or confessing his/her love for someone. When I think of low self-esteem, I think of isolated, depressed, excluded, bullied, withdrawn, self-hate. I wouldn't describe someone with low self-esteem as shy, though that is what they might come off as. I think of a slowly sinking ship, a silent cry. The two are very closely related and can overlap depending on how you define it, but the inner mindset is always the source. The source shapes direction and flow of thoughts that comes out of a person. If you see someone that is shy, there is a chance that might want some help. Interested in more? Losing interests, losing relationships. Discover the 5 causes of emotional apathy. Free PDF. I don't think so. I think it's very normal that someone are outgoing and someone are introversion. I can't say introversion people are shyness, but mostly shyness people are introversion. When I was in high school, I really a shyness girl. I went to that high school alone and my friends are in another high school. At the beginning, I don't have a comfortable zone. Everywhere except my table are dangerous place to me, not really dangerous. I just don't know how to communicate that time. I do everything alone. My classmates are not all beautiful, not all rich, not all clever, but I just afraid to talk to them. Maybe this is not about self-esteem, it's about courage.